Hello and welcome back to another episode of Woodworker's Tale. The construction is continuing. There's nothing... There's not much difference from where we left previously. But today I have some plans. And I need to go to the store and I'm gonna lease some equipment. Because I want to take care of some things that bother me. And they are basically on my land, so... Yeah, it's gonna be a perfect way to do something while we wait for the construction to continue and while we wait for stuff to progress. By the way, I will stop at the museum rebuilding project to see what they need, and if we get anything out of our sawmill I can deliver it there. I might have been too quick with supplying those planks to the playground building place, so yeah, I have to be a bit more thoughtful about what I'm doing. But anyway, the first stop is the vehicle store. I'm already on my way back from the store. There is nothing on the back of the truck, but I am a few thousand lighter than I was previously before I came here. Crazy driver. Anyway, yeah, I have leased some equipment. I'm not yet gonna say what, but I do need a tractor to pull everything, so yeah. I'm gonna go and check on the museum, and after that I'll return to the store with the tractor, and I think I'm gonna be able to pull everything that I leased. That sounds like a sound plan. Anyway, yeah, so today is gonna be a bit of a different day. I'm not gonna do any logging, probably not, because I have plenty of wood sitting around for my sawmill, and it's not using that much. It is a very small sawmill, so I think that's quite understandable. But yeah, I'm going to go on a clearing mission for myself, of course, and maybe for someone else if someone needs the service. I have to check. I don't know about that, but yeah, I will definitely take care of my land today. Okay, so this is the old grain elevator. It's going to get refurbished, and it looks like we need wood beams and long planks. Okay, quite a lot of them, so I might just keep the sawmill running all the time. There's no use in turning it off at all, because it's so slow working, and yeah, the materials are provided and all it needs to do is just work through them. So yeah, I'll tag back in when I'm in the tractor and on my way back to the store. Okay, my dear viewers, we are back at the store with this setup. So I got a trailer. The leasing cost for the trailer was, let me take the paper out, 484, so 484. We leased a skid steer. Leasing cost was 1785, and there is a rock breaking spike or a concrete breaking spike, and that was 459. Because I have plenty of rocks on my property and I do want to get rid of them, because some are actually on a buildable land and some are on the road. The road we don't use often, but we use it. Okay, so I just figured, let me release another thing, and that is I would like to have a bucket for my front loader for the tractor. Let's go. And how much this cost? 1600. Let's buy it. It doesn't really kills my budget if I have it, but yeah. So let me try this. This New Holland. This is a skid steer. It doesn't have steerable wheels. It steers by different direction of the wheels. And you drive it by joysticks. This is another difference opposed to other vehicles. So the controls for your arm are practically the same as on any other thing, but the rest you control by a joystick, which I do find it's very interesting. Okay. And if I turn this on, I won't put it in the ground here because the store owner would probably have some strong words for me, but yeah. Let's take this and up the ramp. I hope this is wide enough. Okay, so far so good. How does it look? Okay, I can go a little bit more in reverse. Something like this and... Oops. Oh. Definitely didn't want to destroy the trailer. Okay. I need to have some space to get out. It's gonna be a tight squeeze. Okay, let me fold up the trailer. Oh wow, I can really feel the weight. Let me just have a visual inspection. Yeah, no, I have to pull the skid steer just a little bit more to the front to have a better weight distribution. Because most of the weight is over here. This is where the engine is in these machines. Okay, well, now I need to pick up the bucket. Because there's definitely gonna be some debris left after breaking up all the rocks. So, yeah. I want to have the bucket so I can clear that debris up. All right. Hey boy. You know what? I'm that kind of guy that can't really sit still in an office and be happy with his life like that. I have to be outside. I have to be in the environment. I have to, you know, do stuff with my hands. So this is perfect. Yeah. I did get an offer for a job to work as a consultant in one of the offices of my previous employer. But yeah, that's really not for me, so I decided I'm going to listen to myself and I'm gonna go live the life I want to. Even though it did take quite a lot of courage to do that, to leave everything behind, to sell everything, to move out, but so far so good. So far so good. I will admit I didn't check the weight of the machine, of that skid steer, but yeah, the tractor really does feel the strain with pulling everything behind us. So let me pick up some speed so it doesn't die on me in the middle of the trucking around. Come on, you can do it. Do it. You're a deer after all. Let me flip it. Oh, actually we're holding speed. Awesome. Remember, this is 116 horsepower tractor, so it's not powerhouse. But the gear ratios really do make a difference. In between the episodes, I was reading around, I should say. Let me just open this. I can turn the tractor off. Yeah, I was reading around, and the coniferous trees, the phrase used to describe those are evergreens, so I think I'm gonna use evergreens from now on, at least if I remember, because it's much easier to say evergreens than coniferous. I don't know, it kind of feels like it's a tongue twister. Yeah, but the prime time for planting those is late autumn, or early autumn, or late spring. This is what Google said, and I believe it. So I'm going to lease and plant some trees next month. Yeah, it's too quickly for this, but deciduous trees, so the not evergreen ones, whatever it's called, yeah, these are planted in early spring or in late autumn. Anyway, where do I turn the machine on? Okay, this is it. And I should just point this. Yeah? Are we doing it? Okay. Yeah, as you can see, there's quite a lot of debris left, and I want to clear that also, so... perfect. Okay, rock number 2 disposed. Now there are, I think, 2 or 3 more in this place, and there are a few more down the road. And there's one big rock over here. A very neat thing. It is a bit of a rough ride, though. Not really comfortable as a ride, this thing here. There are only 4 rocks here. After this is broken up, yeah, I'm going to turn it off. Let's open it so I can get in and out easier. And let's check. So that was one here. Are there any rocks over here? Not really. These rocks are not bothersome. I can move these via the tree. Yeah, I can move this with the tractor, but those big ones are too big to move, so yeah, I have to break them down. 4 rocks. Okay, looks like it was 4 rocks. Okay, just put this like this, so my center of gravity is somewhat aligned. with the center of gravity of the skid steer. But I don't know if you remember, there are a few more rocks down this path if I want to go to the ferry landing, for example, or where that waterfall is, where I found that painting. I still wonder what that painting's for. Maybe I'll ask at the museum. But it's probably gonna have to get built first before I can do that. Or maybe they have some other storage for them before the museum is built. Because, yeah, you would think that before they start constructing a museum, they would have something to put in it when it's done. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, but yeah, these are the rocks I'm talking about. They are these two are not bothering me, but that one's a doozy, you know. It's directly in the middle of the road of the path. I'm not sure who built this road here, but yeah, they definitely didn't put the rock after the road in there. Or maybe it fell from the side. Okay, that might be the answer. Maybe it fell at some point. See. Okay, and two more, and I think we're done with the rock breaking. And then comes the cleaning up. But there is one thing I love, and that is the opportunity to test different machines and different implements and stuff like that, because, you know, when I was at my job, I didn't really have the option to do so. We had the equipment already in the store and in the workshop, and that was that. You know, it was not as dynamic as this work here is. Okay, I think this is done. Okay, let's turn the spike off. You always have to be careful when you see deer beside the road, because usually there are more of them and they have a strange tendency to run into the lights. But if you honk, if you make some noise, they tend to run away from the noise. So yeah, that's a better thing. If you see a deer running towards you, just press that horn honk button and keep it keep it honking until the deer steers away. I learned that from an old trucker who driven trucks for more than 30 years, and he said, yeah, that's the way to do it with wildlife. He was driving all throughout the Europe, and also to some more wild countries. Okay, let me open this up. Okay, now this trailer doubles as a loose material trailer. Let me fold it in. Take it off. Oh, I didn't want to take off the bucket. Come on. Yeah, let's take off the trailer. Good. Now loose rocks are usually sold at a rock breaker or something like that at the quarry. I'm gonna have to check if we have anything like this in the vicinity. Not even sure if I should fill the whole bucket up because rocks are fairly heavy. Yeah, I'm not gonna fill the bucket up because the tractor is feeling the weight already. And I don't want to tip over because I'm easy like that. No, 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 no. Okay. Rear weight time. And it's all the way there. Now, how do I get... Oh. There's a pile of rocks directly in front of that weight. Typical. Am I seeing this right? How am I supposed to get the weight if it's turned around? I don't understand. But okay. I have to be careful, I don't want to break the front axle. Because right now it looks like it's taking the whole weight. I attach from this side. I must have pushed it somehow when I was turning the vehicles around. Okay, okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, unload time. Can I lift it now? I can. So around 70% full is basically the limit for this tractor. And it looks like the trailer also doesn't take that much material, so yeah, we'll be driving up and down the mountain a bit, I expect. So this part here looks fairly cleaned up. It's not picking anymore. Hey, that's 80% of the bucket. That's quite a lot. Yeah, I think this place is going to be transformed after we're done with it. Gonna be completely different opposed to what we found when we came here. Because I must admit I haven't checked the land prior to buying. I just seen it on the internet and said, oh, That looks like something I could live with. Okay, so there's a few rocks over here. Still need picking up. I still have some space in the bucket. Let's try and grab it. I don't know if it's done or not. It still looks like there's some little piece to take care of. Okay, this should be it. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have 2, maybe 3 loads of rocks in the trailer. I mean 3 trailer loads of rocks. Quite enough. It looks like that's the trailer full. Right. So if I put the weight down somewhere around here and try to connect the trailer, then I'm going to go online and check where I can actually sell this material, and we'll go there. I'm gonna leave the rest in the bucket. Okay, so the cement factory buys rocks off of people's hands. The sawmill is working, and I have just checked. The log cabin needs another batch of materials, and this is 1000 liter of long planks and 4000 liter of wood beams, and we are gonna be waiting quite some time for the wood beams. I did not expect that. So it's gonna take us a fair amount of time to build this cabin, and I don't even want to know how much time it's gonna take us to build to rebuild the museum. Anyway, let's go. So yeah, the cement factory is down here. Luckily we cleared the road. Okay, so I managed to get everything in 2 trailers. This is the second one. I was kind of surprised because the rocks that I broke on the road on that bend actually gave very little debris. So I'm not complaining, I'm just saying I'm surprised. Okay, and dump. An interesting setup, this cement factory over here. Morrison Cement. So if I would have money, I could actually buy this. Oh, and that's a rock crusher, I suppose. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, if I would have enough money, I could actually buy this place and produce my own cement for buildings, but yeah, nah. Let's just focus on wood production. I have plenty of work doing the actual wood stuff. Wait a second, is this a barge? Sure it is. Oh, and there's a table up top. Warning, water level may rise. Yeah, okay, we've read that already. Oh, can I get up top? That's a very interesting thing, this barge over here. And look at that, there's a table, a cooler, and a paper boat. So what, this barge actually picks up rocks from the river and puts it into that crusher that then spits it out. Such an interesting setup. I never knew this is here. Okay, well, that was a bit of a scenic detour. You know, because I found that painting in the cave by the waterfall. I'm now just looking around wherever I have the option in a place that I deem suspicious that could have a painting or something else for the museum. Okay, anyway, let me make my way back on top of my hill. Okay, and I have just been looking at my fuel gauge, and it looks like we are using quite a lot of fuel doing these chores up and down. Yeah, I'm gonna have to refuel someday soon, I suppose. I think it's time for me to return the vehicles. Let's carefully load this back up. I can use the pin as a marker, like a gun has a marker or a bow. Ooh. I was trying to set the ramps a little bit wider, but I couldn't. I'm not sure why. Okay. Something like this. Put some straps over it and let's go. Let's return the vehicles back to the vehicle shop. I don't want to pay any more leasing fees than I need to. Because after all, I am going to lease a bunch of more equipment. You know what? Let me just check something. Do we have enough wood in the sawmill for another day of production? We should have 9,000. Yeah, this should be plenty. Looks like we're gonna produce one pallet of planks fairly soon, and beams are on the way, and long planks also. Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna leave the skid steer on the trailer right here. I'm gonna just uncouple it off of the tractor, and I'm gonna have a few words with the people working here. Yeah, I think this can wait here. Let me just lower this. If anyone is walking around, so they don't get hurt in the head, they just bump their legs. You know, you can never trust people to be mindful of their environment. So you gotta make it safe. Yeah, after a few words with the shop owners, they invited me to check out their used equipment offers, and look at that. They have the same truck as I have for 27,000. That's 60% off. There is a 40% off Fendt Cargo T740. So this is a telehandler. It's a beautiful machine, a Fendt. And if I'm not mistaken, this one also has a liftable cab, so you can look from top down whatever you're loading, and it makes it much easier on your neck, so you don't strain yourself. Yeah, as you can see, there is a cab on a winch arm slash kind of system stuff. Okay, and there is a AgroStar Deutzfahr. This one has 230 horsepower. That would be fantastic for my wood chipping episodes and for pulling stuff out of the woods, because this one is much bigger, much heavier than our tractor is. But it's still 50,000, you know, so yeah. I did talk with the shop owners, and they said that they would give us around 33 for our tractor. So 33,000. Which would mean that we would have enough money to buy the Deutzfahr. But I really don't want to extend myself so much that I have a problem. But I am thinking about getting a bigger sawmill. I know we just bought the current one, but yeah, I think that would be a thing to have. Because if we want to do all the construction projects that are waiting for us here in Riverbend Springs, I think we're gonna need something bigger. I definitely don't have enough money. Impatient drivers. I definitely don't have enough money to buy the big one, the big sawmill that Noah is at. But I might have something to... There might be something just a little bit bigger than we have at the moment, so we would have a bit faster production. I think that would be good. So I'm gonna check around on the internet what's up, and I'll tag back in when I'm done, and I will also have some lunch. Right, so this is a simulation, but there is a sawmill that would actually fit on our plateau on top of the hill. This one would cost us 150,000, but we still would need to clear the land before we build it. We would need to take care of some more trees and flatten everything, so this would probably cost us quite a lot more than 150,000. On the other hand, it would speed up our wood processing abilities, so it might not be such a dumb idea to actually invest into something like that, maybe even get a loan. I'm gonna have to speak with the bank which incidentally is over here. Employees only. Okay, I'm not employee. I'm gonna have to take the customer entrance. You know what? I'm just gonna pop into the bank and ask a few questions. Are they open 9 to 5? Okay, they're open. So, yeah, we'll see what's what. If we can get maybe a $50,000 loan, it might be available to us to build a bigger sawmill. You know, that would hasten our construction of our own log cabin. That's the first thing, and it would hasten the restoration of the I'm at a loss for words, of the museum, or the old grain elevator that needs to be rebuilt. So yeah, there are gonna be some big decisions probably in next few months. Because yeah, if I want to flatten that part of the hill that I have the sawmill right now, I need to grind out all the stumps, which means I need to first clear the trees, take the trees away. I would like to use all the wood that's in the current production, so I don't lose any. But we have plenty of room in the meadow to store fallen logs, so that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. Anyway, I'll have a word with the bank employees and we'll see what's what. And this will be it for this episode. So I hope you enjoyed it. I wish everything good for you and see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.